Hello, and welcome back to Cities Skylines 2, and welcome back to Circle City 3, which is doing quite well, I think, so far, at least. Now, I need to see, if I set up a district, can we control the cost of parking within these little parking lots that we've created? I think this is an important question. I don't know if you can do that with districts, even, so I don't even know what I'm doing. We'll see what happens here. We should still have a clearly defined downtown, regardless of if this gives us control over the price of parking or not. We'll see. We'll see what happens here. Anchor End. So within Anchor End, we can set roadside parking fees. But I don't know if that counts for these parking spaces. I don't know if this counts as roadside parking. But we're going to do that anyway. We'll see what that does. And we'll just leave that there. We might put some local services downtown. I might even expand downtown to be this bigger ring. In fact, maybe I think I will do that. I'm just trying to think of what the easiest way to do this would be. But we might want to have our own, like our own downtown police station or our own downtown fire department. And then this way, vehicles that are coming from elsewhere don't have to make their way all the way downtown. But I don't really know how we're going to do that. And I don't know if that roadside parking thing is really going to have any impact on anything that we're doing here. And if it doesn't, it doesn't. That's fine. I'm not going to let that really be too big of a deal. That didn't look quite right. I think it's just there is weird because of the water. Yeah, it's okay. Why is this a tiny little baby road? And then I might even do this. I might even say some of these areas here, we can create some turning lanes by doing something like that. And then for here, if we do the same thing, but like that, then we give them more places to turn into. You can't just do that. You can't just turn. You can't do that. Although, maybe I didn't give them an option. And these lights might benefit from a dedicated pedestrian phase, an exclusive pedestrian phase. And you know what? Even maybe split phasing here. Actually, that doesn't make any sense. We would need some sort of maybe advanced split phasing. I want these two directions to be able to go at the same time. Protected left turns, maybe? No, I don't think we want that. Always green right turns. That might help. I wish that you could set those as green yielding right turns. Well, that is an intersection for sure. That is one of the intersections of all time. Hopefully that'll fix itself. Again, here is somewhere that we could probably have more turning lanes. And then, does this even need traffic lights? Or could we do, maybe we could do split phasing here, always green right turns? That should let the traffic flow a little bit nicer. Probably gonna need an exclusive pedestrian phase too, just to keep those guys off the road. That feels good. That feels like a really good intersection. I really like that. We have an accident there. That might influence some traffic. This is a little gross intersection. This is because we have we have multiple directions coming in. I think this is one where we want to give... Oh, that's right. More lanes coming out. I think that's okay. I think that's going to work. That should clear up. Got a little bit of traffic here. And again, this is somewhere that I think just getting the right amount of turning lanes in. I think getting the right amount of turning lanes out. We'll figure out this balance. We'll get it going. And downtown is definitely looking downtowny. More demand for high-density residential in there. Surprisingly, not too bad out here for traffic. What were we missing? 2 more? Once we unlock those two, then we can expand probably another little bit here. I could probably do another 50 if we wanted. And I'm just doing 50s now because we're kind of at the edge of town. And I might want to start doing some more residential shenanigans, low density, as we start to move the low density further out of the city. But let's get this, so make a big circle here. Probably have to turn on anarchy, of course. We'll deal with the consequences of that later. Do the same thing on the other side. And we'll deal with the consequences of that later as well. Let's see what we've done. That's a catastrophe. We've gone up a mountain. That's fine. And then over here, yeah, this is the catastrophe. I see. I see why this is forbidden. This might be somewhere where we just say, what? These roads just end. These don't intersect. Sure, why not? We'll do that for now. This is fine. And then I think the rest is fine. This might be a problem. Yeah, this is a problem. Yeah, this is catastrophic. But we might be able to run that underneath. Let's see what happens. So if we turn off anarchy, yeah, it won't go. I wish we had to move it. Well, that's interesting. Although I think we might want that to remain a tunnel. Doesn't look great, though. Is that okay? Maybe that's just okay the way it is. That's kind of weird, but oh, it's kind of cursed too. Switching. Interesting. This factory makes everything that runs on electricity. I don't know what that is. I've never seen that. I don't think I've ever unlocked that signature building. Wow, we have a lot that we haven't placed. Holy cow. I thought we had placed some of these, but maybe not. Maybe I had to move them or delete them. Alright, this one on the edge of... I don't know how far downtown's gonna stretch. So maybe this one just goes over here. Oh, why is that not counting as a oh no. I had a mod. This is a problem. I put in a ploppable Rico mod, but I've uninstalled it because it didn't do what I wanted it to. And now it has removed the limit of signature buildings? That's not good. Okay, we'll figure that out later. I was gonna say I thought we'd already placed some of those, but okay, that's fine. Maybe that's just broken my saves forever now, even though I didn't even load this save when I had it installed. So that's just weird. We'll figure it out later. Stinky if that's actually what the issue is. But also, what can you do if that's actually what the issue is? I'm just going to connect to that little underground tunnel there. Just let the circle is actually complete if we look underground. I think it's fine. I don't think it's bulging anywhere that it's not supposed to. There might be some weirdness where we did some deleting, but that's okay. Someday we're going to come out here and we're going to do some really cool residential zoning, but that day is probably not today. Today I'm probably going to do... Oh, we're going to need to get rid of these farms too, which is unfortunate because I don't know where else we have any yellow. Oh, we've got some out here in the outskirts. That's what I wanted to see, in fact. I might even start zoning some of this. Which one do we need the most? All of them. All of the above. So we might just start sprinkling these around. Put one there. Unlock the dairy house. Possibly again. I'll have to deal with whatever's going on with that weird ploppable Rico mod causing that issue. Look at that, I placed a ghost farm. It's probably all that we need to place. We want one right here on the edge. That should let us maximize this area at least. Alright, let's fill those in. Go to the time lapse for that. This will be fun. Alright, just a few more of these farms to go, and then we should be all farmed up out here. Then we should probably be thinking about putting in some residential housing out here. Hey, we're getting some crazy farms out here. We're gonna be farming so much. We're not gonna have to worry about these industries for a while, I think. The game just crashed. That's cool. Alright, just like that, we're back in the game. Now, I don't know how much progress I lost. I think I was just mapping out this. Also, there's some... I don't know, I think that's okay. Alright, let's finish off these farms so we can move on to doing something actually fun. That isn't these farms. No idea what triggered that crash either. Could have been anything. Could have been everything. Could have been nothing. Could have been literally nothing. There, I think I want to do it like that. Can't see what I'm mapping to. Alright, we're almost done. I think we still have 2 more farms to go, but what we should be seeing here is that this should... Actually, we've got more than 2 farms, we got about 3, maybe 4. This should start to become happy. Maybe. Actually, not the livestock, not yet. But grain, vegetables, cotton, we should see. Unless there's a possibility that we don't have enough workers. Which of these do I like? We have unemployed, uneducated people, is that right? I don't know how to read this chart. I don't know how to read that chart. So are these all the wrong size because I've changed my UI? Alright, let's make the UI the size that it's supposed to be, and then all these work finally. Okay, so that's what the problem was. Alright, we'll deal with the smaller UI. It doesn't bother me, actually, to be honest. For me, this is fine. For you, I'm sure this is fine. So what do we have here? Open jobs for well-educated people. There's 3,000. Okay, so we need more well-educated people. So I'm assuming uneducated is no school, poorly educated, elementary, high school, college, university. So we need more college graduates. We do have more people eligible for college than we actually have colleges, so that is a good thing. Is that a good thing? That's a thing. Where is our college? I thought that we had a college. Maybe it just needs a little bit of help. That's not a college. This is what a college looks like. It's this one. So we can put in a college when we already have one. Okay, this college should be doing what it's supposed to be doing. It is quite full, though. Maybe we just need to wait. What's going on over here? Oh yeah, I placed a house. I got upset. And then, I don't know what's happening here. Why are you placed so far back? Did I do that? Whatever. Not a problem. Not a concern right now that we should be having. Again, this is another instance where I think putting in some turning lanes is going to help with this traffic flow. And probably going for... Do we need split phasing on these? Do we need to let each side go once? Probably, because there's only 2 ways. We let one side go and then the next, and then the pedestrians, or something like that. It's cars, pedestrians, but they take turns. And then I don't know what's happened here. Can I make this less ugly? Yes, is the answer. I can make that a little bit less ugly. Wonderful. What about over here? Do we have a problem? Probably not. Oh, burnt down building. What a shame. We can rebuild that though. Alright, any other glaring issues? Some traffic problems down here. Same issue. Everywhere that we have a road set up like this, we can fix that. And then we just change the traffic signals as well. Turn on everything. That basically fixes it, I think. And helicopter noises spooked me a little bit. Do we need to finish this right now? Why do we have such a massive grain deficit? How has this happened? What? How is that even possible? We build... Oh, okay, it's fine. Very strange. We build some farms and suddenly our deficit goes massively up. Higher than I've ever seen it. Alright, let me finish these. The sooner we get these done, the sooner we never have to do them again. The biggest reason why these are so tedious to have to do is only because We have these curved roads. If everything was flat out here, this would just be 1, 2, 3, 4, you're done. Place your 4 corners and forget about it forever. Unfortunately, we've created this reality for ourselves. Alright, I think that's good for farms. There's a little bit more fertile land there that we're not quite capitalizing on. But I don't really want to right now. And that should deal with a lot of our farming needs and probably allow us to get rid of these eventually as well. And then the only other central industry that we need to get rid of is this coal mining operation, which unfortunately makes us a lot of coal. It does. I don't know if it makes us a lot of money though. Bit of a mystery on that front. Now, did we ever finish the zoning information that we wanted here? These policies. Is there a downside to energy consumption awareness? Doesn't seem to say there is. Gated community is interesting. Heavy traffic ban. Can we do a heavy traffic ban here? Should trucks or heavy vehicles ever be downtown? There's no industries down here. Recycling. That could be interesting. Speed bumps could be interesting as well. Let's not do that yet. What's going on over here? Lack of high skill labor. Right, we were talking about that. We need to do something about that. I think I want to have another group of... So the cemetery is going to have to move. That can't be downtown. In fact, we might just need to delete that. This is fine. In fact, this whole circle here, this whole slice here is perfect. The cemetery, I want to move it, but I don't know if I can. Do we have another one nearby? Not really. Can we squeeze it in here? Yes. Okay, perfect. That gets it out of the way. This high school, I'm going to move it as well, because I'm going to be turning this ring into something a little bit more high density. Luckily, we should be able to move this. What do we have here? An elementary school. This one should be easy enough to move. This tower can stay, for obvious reasons. Conundrum condos can move. So this building here, I want to dezone this. Go away. This is somewhere that I think we could have... Well, we'll see if this works the way that I want it to. Can you go away? Wait for that jello to fill in. How does that look? Does that look bad? That looks terrible. It's way too high. In water. Of course it's in water. It's always in water. We leave it like that. Maybe that's fine. Okay, let's dezone this first. So I'm not going to put anything in the water. That's just ridiculous. But I do want to get at least one of those. Don't know if those are the size that we want. There we go. We'll see how this looks, this little waterfront area here that we're working on. Don't know how I feel about that lump there. Can we fix that? Probably not. Not without upsetting too much. These look cute. I like these. These have little archways. You can come down here and look at the river. Are people actually dressed for the cold? They do wear coats and stuff. That's cool. And then when it's not winter, do they not wear coats? I don't think I've ever noticed that before. Everybody does actually look dressed appropriate for the weather. This is one of those parking lots. This is one of those parking lots. Oh, these are nice. This came in nice. That's the building that I wanted there. That's perfect. And then what's going on here? This section here doesn't look right, but I think this might be the best it can be. It's not. There's some nonsensory happening here. It's like that, I think. Let's get rid of that too. There we go. That looks better. There we go. Big buildings only, thank you. And then that's the Polaris Suites. Is this still broken even though, yeah. This is like permanently bugged out my game now. I can build infinite signature building, so I just need to make sure that I'm not doing that. Oh, that's so annoying. I don't even know how I managed to do that. Like, permanently change my game. Oh well, it wasn't that good of a mod. It didn't do what I wanted it to do. Well, we'll leave it at that. Didn't work the way I expected it to work. How's that? Alright, clear that out, clear this out. These are all pretty low density residential. Sorry, but you're being removed from downtown. All these small offices have to go as well. Alright, this has been a pretty quiet episode, being honest, and just really focused on trying to get some buildings in here that look good. What is this? Post office. You definitely don't need to be right there. We are a huge city. Can you believe it? Circle City is a huge city. Who saw that coming? What are these little buildings? Firehouse. Oh, you don't need to be here at all. We got a real fire station very nearby. Where can I move you? How about out here in the middle of this danger zone? It's just trees everywhere. That's a good spot for that. And then this little guy. Just move you over here. Oh, these are Baltar Pines and Vertigo Square. Okay, yeah, we'll move you as well. And then Villa City as well, other side of the street. I guess it doesn't want to be any bigger than that. That's fine. Medical clinic. Again, we've got the big hospital nearby. This doesn't need to be over here. We can put this... You know what? It looks like we need one over here in this industrial area, so why don't we just tuck you over here? Garbage piling up. Uh-oh. Are things not being picked up by Garbage Island anymore? I call it an island. It's not really an island. In fact, it's definitely not an island. What's going on here? Why are things not being collected? We have 22 garbage trucks out, so they are actually working. Oh, the heavy traffic ban. Does that stop garbage trucks? That would be silly, but it might be true. Alright, we'll leave it for a little bit and see what happens. Where's the garbage go? Did it put it in bins out back? Yeah, it's piling up for sure. Untextured bins. Look what I've discovered. Is that a problem with mods, or are those bins just oh, maybe they were snow-covered. I think they were snow-covered. That ends up making them look untextured. Let me see one more time. Let's find out for sure. I don't know. No, I think they're snow-covered. Because you can see a tinge of dark underneath. Yeah, those are snow-covered. What's this place? Petrol Pony Garage. You know what, let's just walk around for a little bit, take a little break. Enjoy the city that we've been building. It's weird that they seem to have these little heated grass plots. This building's huge. All these people loitering. Now let's go visit the statue. We'll just jaywalk here. Statue's cool. Yeah, they're green. You can see it a little bit easier when they're in that configuration. Where'd the statue go? Oh, there it is. I was like, how'd I get so lost already? Oh yeah, we've got the diner down here too. That's cool. What is this? Woven wool. What happened there? That building just changed? Can't tell if it was like an LOD update or if the building just changed and it's a new building. The seating at the diner's not the best. Doesn't even appear to actually be open. Dog park. Let's get over to that statue. Look at all these people just hanging out at the statue. Oh, they go in. Where do they go? Oh, I guess they just disappear? Yeah, they just disappear. Going for a little walk through Circle City. Nope, we got the UI on the screen. You know what that's reminding me of? I saw the street name on the ground and I realized I probably haven't done an update with new supporters in a while. So let's make sure, well, let's get out of that mode. Let's make sure that we have new supporter streets. Let's see where we can find one that we know is not a supporter street. Crescent Street. I feel like this was named something at some point, so people might have lost streets. And I apologize if that's happened, but I'm going to do my best. I'm going to name it based on the new ones that I don't think we have street names for yet. I think that's a good starting point. If there's any duplicate streets, somebody will let me know, I'm sure. And if your street's missing, let me know. We'll find it, or we'll put it back in. I'm doing my best to try to make sure that we're not missing streets. Alright, hopefully that garbage gets collected eventually. We still have some issues here. Again, same issue almost every time. It's just that we don't have lanes for people to turn into. And then probably just things like that, like always green rights. I just wish they would yield. Alright, I think that's going to clear itself up though. Maybe get rid of the always green rights. I think they're abusing it. I wish it wasn't always green rights, but if it was like yielded rights on red light, I think that would be the ideal situation. Anyway, same problem here. We'll slowly fix these as we see them. Might even be pedestrian phases that are the biggest hang up here. So if we can just get people out of the middle of the crosswalks, then the cars can just go. Alright, I think that's enough for now. We've made some minor strides on increasing the population of the city, definitely getting more of this downtown core upgraded and looking a little bit cooler with the big buildings. We still have half the circle to do here, and then we do have a lot of low density residential demand to think about. We also did get an upgrade, so let's buy this tile and that tile for now. And then I feel like we need to do a little beeline to the edge of the map so that we can sell. Yeah, why don't we do one there? Actually, let's do them a little bit more centralized. Why don't we do a stripe there for now? Just so I can run some pipes out there and sell some of our excess water if we have it. Or buy water if we run into that problem. Alright, that might actually do something for our economy. Let's see if these pipes actually start doing anything. They're hooked up. And water does move out here, so... yeah, we're exporting a little bit. It's good. Alright, if you're enjoying this, go ahead and leave a like on this video, hitting the thumbs up button. While you're down there, leave a comment. Let me know what you think of the evolution of Circle City. I think it's going well so far. And if you haven't done so yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, turn on the bell for notifications. And if you want to help out by other means, such as financially, you can hit the join button below and sign up as a channel member, and that means I get to name streets after you, your name appears in the credits. That's the big one, the credits, because naming streets, sometimes streets get unnamed, and that's just frustrating, or that's just a pain. I wish that once there's an automated system and we can just make sure that these names get added to the rotation, that's going to be awesome. But until then, I'm doing the best that I can to try to make sure that those are in there as a way of saying thank you for your support, because I really do appreciate all the support, and I'm very grateful for it all. I hope you've enjoyed your time here in Circle City 3, and I hope I see you again soon. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for watching. Goodbye for now.